Nigga, we on worldwide television. Can you fight this nigga talking mad shit, man?
No, because you're a piece of shit.
I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, defeat, and embarrass Anthony Joshua.
His second fight at heavyweight against a bona fide knockout artist.
The whole boxing world just watched something they'll never forget. December 19th, 2025 became the night Jake Paul's entire career imploded right in front of everyone. Anthony Joshua didn't just beat him, he completely destroyed him, breaking his jaw and shattering every bit of confidence Paul had built up over the years. But that wasn't even the worst part, because after the fight ended, Mike Tyson stormed in and delivered the most savage verbal beatdown anyone has ever witnessed.
Down to the body with the right hand for Anthony Joshua. There's a big left now.
This was the moment everyone had been waiting for without even knowing it. Joshua stepped through the ropes, and from the opening bell, it was obvious this wasn't going to be another one of Paul's manufactured spectacles. This was real boxing meeting fake hype, and the results were absolutely devastating. Paul's jaw got shattered. His face told the whole story of a man realizing his mouth had written checks his fists couldn't cash. Paul had spent years building this image of himself as some unstoppable force. He'd go on podcasts, post endless content, and constantly run his mouth about how he could destroy anyone from current champions to retired legends. His whole brand was built on this fearless trash-talking persona, claiming he was the future of boxing and could handle anyone brave enough to step up.
It really is. Oh, the uppercut, and he took it! Jake Paul took it!
The foundation of all that confidence came from one controversial moment. Paul's win over Mike Tyson back in November 2024 became his golden ticket, the proof he'd wave around whenever anyone questioned his legitimacy. That victory became his shield against every critic, his answer to every doubter who suggested he was more entertainer than athlete.
Oh, the right hand by Paul!
Even if he does land his best shot at the moment, not that much is going to happen.
But here's what Paul never understood about confidence built on shaky ground. It only takes one real test to bring the whole thing crashing down. And Joshua was that test. Every interview where Paul had mocked real fighters, every social media post where he'd claimed superiority, every video where he disrespected legends, all of it became ammunition for his own destruction.
Very different story.
No one's done more for the sport of boxing in the past decade than myself, so I think if people really cared about boxing, they'd want me to win, but...
December 19th arrived, and reality came knocking hard. Joshua walked into that ring, carrying the weight of every real boxer who'd been disrespected by Paul's antics. This wasn't about entertainment, or views, or viral moments. This was about showing the difference between someone who talks about boxing and someone who lives it.
Boxer who had beaten a legend.
After Anthony Joshua defeated Jake Paul tonight by knockout, Jake claimed that his jaw was fractured on this hard punch. In this video, we'll take a closer look.
Former two-time world champion,
The beating Paul took was methodical and merciless. Joshua's punches carried years of frustration from watching a social media star disrespect the sport he dedicated his life to. Each round made it clearer that Paul's previous wins meant nothing when faced with genuine championship-level skill. His broken jaw became a symbol of everything wrong with his approach to boxing.
Messages are lighting up, everyone wondering what the hell is happening, and Joshua continues to chop down Paul. Joshua, the predator, counter right. There's the right hand.
I'm a very respectful guy, brought up by a good family, but if I can kill you, I will kill you. That's just how I am.
What happened next turned a brutal fight into boxing legend. Mike Tyson appeared like a storm cloud, his presence immediately changing the entire atmosphere. The crowd sensed something massive was about to unfold as Tyson approached the battered Paul with fire in his eyes. This wasn't going to be a consolation or encouragement. This was going to be a reckoning.
And it almost, there's a left hook.
Tyson unleashed a verbal assault that was somehow more devastating than the physical beating Paul had just endured. Every word was surgical, cutting through years of built-up hype and exposing the hollow core underneath. When someone like Tyson speaks, it carries the authority of lived experience and undeniable credibility.
He looked angry up there. I've never seen him look so fired up. He was giving it the throat slashing gestures. He wants to hurt Jake Paul.
The arena became electric as fans witnessed Paul's complete psychological collapse. His usual excuses about holding back or having different strategies crumbled under Tyson's relentless truth-telling. Social media exploded instantly, with clips spreading faster than anyone could keep track of, turning Paul's humiliation into a global phenomenon.
That's just the mentality we have to have as fighters. I don't know if any other fighter thinks that way. Maybe they're a bit more tamed. But the things I watch and the way my mind works, when you're in that ring, it's a dangerous place to be and anything can happen. You hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you just done your job. It wasn't personal.
This wasn't just about one bad night or one tough loss. This was about the complete destruction of a carefully constructed image. Paul's brand had been built on the idea that confidence and promotion could overcome traditional boxing fundamentals, but Tyson's words combined with Joshua's fists proved that theory catastrophically wrong.
Also, I was thinking too, maybe Tank isn't used to being the B-side.
The boxing community's reaction was swift and unanimous. Legends like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury didn't hold back in their assessments, essentially writing Paul's obituary as a serious fighter. Even Joshua's silence spoke volumes, standing as proof that real champions let their actions do the talking.
Blah, blah, blah. Maybe he's not used to being the B-side.
December 19th, 2025 became more than a date on the boxing calendar. It became a case study in what happens when manufactured hype meets authentic skill, when social media bravado crashes into ring reality. Paul's empire of noise couldn't survive contact with the truth, and the entire world watched it crumble in real time.
The odds are high because Anthony Joshua is out there saying that he's going to kill